Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to the channel of Chemistry by Lecturer SZ. Okay, so in front of you all there is a topic which is functional group. As you know that this is a playlist created by me for those students who are not good at organic chemistry. So previously I have described the classification of organic compound, and here in front of you is the other topic which is very basic, that is functional groups. So before going to further in the video, I would like to ask you for the subscription of the page. Okay, so structure of some common functional group. You must have seen these kind of functional group in the book, however you would not have understood it. So let's just discuss by one. So number one is alkene, or the double bond. So this double bond is basically the functional group, and the compound which are having this functional group is called as alkene because they contain double bond, and this ene tell us that this is an alkene. Okay, whenever you have a compound name ending with ene, like the last word, three words name ending will be on enes, and then you would must realize that this is an alkene. Okay, the other is alkyne. So you must not get confused between alkene and alkyne. They both are different because alkene is having double bond and alkyne is having triple bond, three bond in one molecule. And they end with "-ine", word Y-N-E. The third class is arenes. The word arene I have discussed previously in the previous classification video. I told you about the aromatic chain and the aromatic compounds. That is very important. So arene contain a benzene ring in their structure, and they do not have any name ending with any name. Okay, you will see that they are having different kind of name ending. Okay, the next is halide. You must have known the halogen groups. The halogen groups are when attached to any alkyl group or when any present in any hydrocarbon, then they are recognized as halide. And they are also don't have any ending name because ending name is always of alkane or of this carbon which they are attached, and X could be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Alcohol. Not all alcohol are that kind of alcohol. However, this alcohol is the one which contain carbon bonded with OH. Like whenever hydroxyl group is present on carbon, so you may realize that this is an alcoholic functional group. And the name of those compound end with ol, O-L. The next is ether. Ether contain a very different kind of linkage, that is carbon oxygen carbon linkage, COC. Whenever you find that there is oxygen between two carbons, then you must realize that this is an ether. The other one is not so much used functional group. This is quite rarely seen, which is monophosphate. Monophosphate contain PO4 minus. Whenever this group is attached with carbon, this is called monophosphate group, and it has a name, ending name is phosphate. Next is amine. Amine and nitrogen containing compounds, these are three: amines, imines, nitriles. Okay, whenever carbon and nitrogen are bonded in a way that nitrogen has a lone pair. Okay, so this is very basic in nature because it is having lone pair, and carbon and nitrogen has single bond, they are called as amine, and their such compound also end with amine, word amine. The next is imine, which are also called as Schiff bases. Okay, so imines have very biological activity reported in the literature. They are very active, and imines have carbon double bond nitrogen. So they have carbon double bond nitrogen. Next is nitrile. Nitrile are quite similar to the alkynes, however, they are not having carbon carbon triple bond, they are having carbon nitrogen triple bond, and they are named as, or they have ending name is as nitriles. Okay, now come sulfide group or the sulfur group. Whenever sulfur is present in a molecule, you would not call as like sulfide or sulfate or something. You will say it is a thiol. SH is somewhat derived from this OH. This is somewhat similar, na? Like OH and here is SH. So they are also having their name driven from alcohols like thiols. This ol would indicate that they are somewhat similar to OH group. So they have thiol and they have the name of ending is also thiol. Okay, now let's go into the next part of the picture. Sulfide. I told you that whenever the sulfur is present with hydrogen, it would be called thiol. However, whenever sulfur is present with or in between two carbon, then it could be called as sulfide. Okay, so whenever sulfur is attached with hydrogen, it, like in this thing here, S and H, when carbon is bonded with SH, it would be thiol. But when carbon is present in a way that sulfur is bridging, like sulfur is having bond with this carbon and this carbon, this would be called as sulfide. Okay, it could exist in the form of disulfide. Di would indicate that two sulfur group are present. Next is sulfoxide. This is not so much present, or you would not see it much in the text. Next two are most important. These are the most important functional group, like aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, ester, thioester. Okay, the aldehyde are the one which contain the carbon double bond oxygen, and one side always hydrogen would be present. Okay, so you would say that from this part there may be any R group, but on one part always hydrogen will be present, then it would be called as aldehyde and their name will end at al, al, like you have seen acetal, ethanol, propanol. Okay, so they are having aldehydic group in their structures. However, the other one, ketones, they are usually included in the same chapter, aldehyde and ketones. They are also similar, but in the both side there is R group. Like this carbonyl, they are carbonyl compounds. C double bond O is called carbonyl. This group is called carbonyl. And whenever carbonyl has hydrogen at one side, this is called aldehyde. However, when the carbonyl contain R group on both sides, like from this side is also carbon, from this side is also carbon compound, then it would be called as ketones and the name end at -one. -one, like example acetone and propanone, etc. you will see. Okay, the next is carboxylic acid. Whenever COOH, this functional group is attached to any compound, this would be an acid, and this end with oic acid, and they are very important compound. These three are very important in organic chemistry because they give most of the reactions, and you will see that they are really good. Alkenes give the most of the reactions. They are very important mostly in the reactions. You will see alkenes, alkyl halides, alcohols. However, these two, aldehyde and ketone, are very special in nature. Okay, the ester is somewhat derived from carboxylic acid because the ester and carboxylic acid have only one difference, which is that this hydrogen is replaced by another C group, like C double bond OC. This is called esters. So esters are basically the derivatives or derived from carboxylic acid, and their name is and usually with OATE, OATE, like sodium benzoate. This kind of molecule you will see. Thioesters. Thioesters are also very similar to the esters, but they contain sulfur in the presence of, or in the position of oxygen, and they are end with thioate. Then is coming amide. Amide also contain the nitrogen group. As you know that amide, amine, imine, whenever there is present in the nitrogen is a necessity to be present in here. But whenever the carbonyl group is present with nitrogen, they are called amide. Okay, the last one is acid chloride. Acid chloride are also derivatives of carboxylic acid, and in the place of OH there is chlorine. So esters, thioester, amide, acid chloride, they are all the ones resembling the carboxylic acid. So they are all these four are derivatives of carboxylic acid. So this was a very quick video for those people who are not good at organic chemistry. However, I would suggest that please subscribe to the channel, because in the future there are many other videos coming. So thank you.